Let's study 9th Standard ICSE Physics, Chapter 7, Sums based on reflection of light, Exercise 7a and 7b. Chapter 7a Sums. Question 1. A ray is incident on a plane mirror. Its reflected ray is perpendicular to the incident ray. This means that the total angle between the incident ray and the reflected ray is 90 degrees. Now when we draw the diagram, you have to show the silvering as well. So I plus R is equal to 90. But we know that angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. That is a law of reflection. So we can replace R with I. So now we get an equation only in one variable. So angle of incidence is now equal to 45 degrees. And that's what they've asked us to find. Next, question 2. A man standing in front of a plane mirror finds his image at a distance 6 meters from himself. What is the distance of the man from the mirror? Well, drawing a diagram will make it easier. This is the object. U is the distance of the object, that is the man, from the mirror, and V is the distance of the image from the mirror. Now they have said the distance between the man and his image is 6 meters. That is U plus V is equal to 6. You can solve this sum even by writing statements, but I'm using these symbols and variables. Now we know that the object distance from the mirror is always equal to the image distance from the mirror. That is, U is always equal to V. If you are 10 meters far from the mirror, then the image will be 10 meters behind the mirror. So again, we will replace the V with the U. So it becomes 2U is equal to 6, that is U is equal to 3. That means the distance of the man from the mirror is 3 meters, which is half of 6 meters, obviously. Next, the fourth sum. An object is kept at 60 centimeters in front of a plane mirror. So definitely the image will also be 60 centimeters behind the mirror. Now, if the mirror is moved by 25 centimeters, not the object, but the mirror, by how much will the image shift? Let's understand this with the help of the diagram. So initially, we have object and image number 1. And this is the original position of the mirror, the blue mirror. So if the object is 60 centimeters in front of the mirror, then the image is 60 centimeters behind the mirror. Now if the mirror is pushed back by 25 centimeters, so the black mirror is a new position of the mirror. Object is as it is. So what is the new distance of the object from the mirror? 85 centimeters. That means the new image, I2, will also be 85 centimeters behind the mirror. So the question is, by how much has the image been shifted? So if you notice, the initial distance between object and the image was 120 centimeters. The new distance between the object and the image is 170 centimeters. So if you subtract it, we notice that the image is shifted by 50 centimeters. That is double of 25. And that will always be the case. If the mirror is shifted by 25 centimeters, the image will be shifted by double of that, that is 50 centimeters. But you'll have to write the statements to prove it and solve the sum. I'm going to use variables and not English statements to solve it, but it's your choice. How do you want to solve it? If you look at the solved example number 3, they have written long sentences to explain the same thing. So U1 plus V1, that is the initial distance between the object and the image, is 120. The final distance is 170. So the image is shifted by 50 centimeters. Now let's do a sum from the B exercise, the second sum. An object is placed asymmetrically and Roman number 2 symmetrically between two plane mirrors inclined at an angle of 50 degrees. The first thing we always do is, once we get the value of theta, that is the angle between the mirrors, we find n. Remember, n is not necessarily the final answer, but we should always find n for every sum. In this sum, it is approximately equal to 7. Even if this answer would have been 7.8, we would have still taken it as 7. Always go for the lower value. And of course, decimal values won't be allowed. Next, check, is it an even number or odd number? If it is an even number, it falls under the case 2, and the answer would be number of images is n minus 1, that is 7 minus 1, 6 would have been the answer if 7 were an even number, but it isn't. It's an odd number. So here this sum falls in the case 1 category. In case 1, there are two types. When the object is placed asymmetrically, which is Roman number 1, and when the object is placed symmetrically, that is equidistant from both the mirrors, that is Roman number 2. And both have a different formula for the final answer. In Roman number 1, we always say number of images is the same as the value of n, so 7. But if it is Roman number 2, that is the object is symmetrically placed. And by the way, this is case 1. In case 2, we never have to bother about symmetrically placed and asymmetrically placed. But here, since it is symmetrically placed, the number of images will be 1 less than 7. So the answer for Roman number 2 is 6, because the two of the images will be overlapping.
Hi students, this is AJ sir. If you like this video, press the like button. If you would like to enroll for my online test series or online lectures, email me or message me on Instagram. Check the description for more information.